How's it going? Today we're going to compare the iPhone 13 Pro versus the Realme 9 Pro Plus. Now I'm going to do all the A-roll or talking shots on the iPhone because I can't get my external microphones to work with the Realme. Alright, let's do a quick microphone test. Testing 1 2 1 2. This is the audio coming out of the iPhone 13 Pro. Testing 1 2 1 2. This is the audio coming out of the Realme 9 Pro Plus. On Instagram I did a blind comparison test with the Realme versus the Samsung Galaxy S21 FE, and the Realme won throughout the whole thing. So I figured that why not compare it with the flagship phone, and I'm using the 13 Pro. So today is not a pretty looking day. It's cloudy, it's rainy, it's cold, but I am going out anyways. So these whole comparisons is mainly focused on like the vlog style, where how these phones will look like in a real life situation. And that's what I want to capture for the most part, because ideally we're going to use these phones throughout our day or our regular life. So I just want to show you how realistic these phones look like in the everyday situation. Alright, let's move on to portrait mode, which the Realme can assist in 3x, so therefore I'm just going to stick with the 1x on this one. Next up is Telephoto, which the Realme does not have, but I'm sure that it uses the main sensor anyways, which is the Sony sensor, and that's the main flagship like feature on this one, so it may be pretty usable. So let's find out. Next up is social media. I'm in Times Square right now, which makes it perfect for people to post this part in their social media, and the one I'll be using is Instagram. Here are my thoughts using these two phones today. Let's start off with performance. Obviously the iPhone is gonna be the winner here, but during daytime, it's not that bad. I would say that the only issue with the Realme is that the ultra wide lens, when you switch to it, you would start to see some low shutter speeds, even though you're in daylight. But that's only if you're in darker areas. When it gets dark, like when you're shooting at a bar or like at dinner or something, definitely the Realme, you can see it struggle, especially again, if it's on the ultra wide angle. But once you're in the wide angle, it's not too bad. You can still see some like low shutter speed look, but it still performed pretty good. As you can see, the ultra wide angle is not going to perform better because the main camera lens on the Realme is the Sony one, which is also in a lot of flagship phones as well. So definitely from my experience or what I see in the Realme phone is that it's pretty much like a basic single shooter lens where you just want to mainly stick with the main lens. But if you need the ultra wide angle and if you have to use it, then sure, you do have the option to, but in my opinion, it's like just a single lens camera phone. Also, it does have a macro lens. I don't shoot macro pictures at all, so I will never ever use it. Both phones are very easy to use. I do like the shoot mode on the Realme just because I feel like I'm more comfortable in that area because I have knowledge as a photographer, or I just know how to take pictures and know the certain language. So that's why I do like shooting in that mode more. But other than that, I feel like this whole phone or the whole Realme phone is a good solid single lens shooter. But let me know your thoughts on how these two perform, how well the main camera sensor on the Realme compares to the iPhone, because obviously it's a flagship versus a mid-range phone. And we all know that the iPhone is pretty much gonna outperform in a lot of aspects as a general phone. So thanks for watching. Make sure to come back to see more comparisons, and I'll see you guys later.